It is agreeable to see you, Siegebreaker. Cluricon can be inhospitable at times, as the Tuatha have learned. We've made sure of it. So I did. We are the Bitter Frost, the last few remnants of free Winter Fae. We have refused to bend knee to Gadflow or his god. Our numbers are few, but we have fought our kin as best we can. The once noble houses of sorrow, pride, and vengeance have all fallen under Gadflow's sway. Until they're freed, the Tuatha's ranks will continue to swell with the faithful. Blind him, cut out his tongue, draw the venom from our land. Only then will we be able to begin to strike at Alabastra. The Tuatha have built Prismere chantries across Cluricon. From here, Gadflow rallies the faithful, preaches the word of Tirnoch, and corrupts our land. Destroy these chantries and disrupt Gadflow's ability to infect its land. Without Gadflow to guide them, the Tuatha in Cluricon will be disorganized and scattered. When this is done, we'll take you to Ventrinio. He can help you breach Alabastra. There are 3 of them, to the south and east. Kill their guards, then smash their crystals and be done with them. Gadflow will try to stop you, but it's just a harmless projection. He can't hurt you. At least, not directly. Go now. Break the tyrant's grip.
Faithful, a child of dust is here for death. Grant their pitiful wish. Tirnoch watches over you and blesses you with her unyielding reign. No longer shall we tolerate the mortals and their vile presence in our world.
For the mountain.
We will carry on when you are dust. So, the undying mortal from the well has returned. Your mere existence is an abomination against all things. How can you not see this? A child of dust who lives after death. A creature separated from your fate. A being with neither purpose nor reason. You were a mistake. A new way mortals found to pervert the world. Soon you shall be cleansed from my lands. Come to take our land, but all that they find here shall be death. Mortals are born to die. In Tirnoch's name, we must lead them to their fate. It's but a flicker of the candle before the whirlwind of Tirnoch. You struggle against the force of a simple army. How will you fare, I wonder, against the power of a god? Only a fool denies the power they can feel. She's been speaking more and more, and she has such interesting things to say about you. Soon, Tirnoch the Merciful will come to our world in person. Then we'll see whose life is a lie, and whose life is nothing but salt and cinders. A mortal dares to stand against Tirnoch? Strike him down and salt the earth of his grave. Nothing may live, lest Tirnoch commands it. Try as you might, struggle as you will, you are deluded. There is no winning for you, only death. Yes, but death as you define it means little to us. The great cycle returns, each to offer as to offer again. And every time they do, Tirnoch gets stronger. Soon, she will be born into this world. You will witness her power personally, and it will be the last thing your mortal flesh shall ever feel.
Can you feel the change in the land? Gadflo's voice has fallen silent in this land. The Tuatha are frightened and disorganized. They run back to Alabastra to make their final stand. We owe you much. Our eyes are opened and our blades unsheathed. Cluricon is won, but the House of Pride stands between us and the final goal. We are now free to press forward, and I can take you to an old friend who knows the next step. Yes, we will take you to his filthy tower on the island of Danit. I would like nothing more than to let him rot there. But he knows of a way past the sentinel of the House of Pride. But there will be more danger on the path ahead. Take these blades to prepare for whatever troubles you will face at his tower. Far to the southwest, there is a darkened tree by the... Aelin Shear will be waiting there. She was most insistent to join in whatever business you have with the Collector of the Dead. Meet me at the Caelid coast. The Winter Fae know of a shadow path to Ventrinio's island. We will meet again at the shadowed tree. Caelid coast.
The Tuatha are on the run. Good work. Plus, it's much more pleasant here without Gadflo bellowing at me from all corners. But enough pleasantry. Are you prepared for your reunion with Ventrinio? Very forthright of you. I'm sure he'll be very reasonable. He probably won't even ask why you're back from the dead. Just make sure he lives long enough to get us into Alabastra, and you can count on my help. Of course, this is bound to be informative. I'm just disappointed I never had a chance to see the original Well of Souls. I believe our new friend has a disturbing path of living shadow to offer you.
Make it quick.
I hope you're ready for this. I believe this island smells like death. Stay behind me. Whatever that gnome's been up to, it looks like he's tell. Just as Hughes thought, Ventrinio used the same wards from their old lab. This'll be quick. Follow me and be careful. The Laz are coming.
The energy from the Well of Souls is overwhelming. Damn it! What's wrong? And why are there so many Laz?
Sounds like our rat is caught in a trap. I'm sure he'd be happy to help whoever saves him. Most people think the Laz are a children's tale. Shouldn't be hard to find him. Keep moving up and onwards and upwards, it seems. Careful, or we'll get trapped up there too. Here's where we part ways. I'll stop the Laz at the stairwell. You get upstairs. I'll hold this staircase. Move!
Took your time. God damn it! Ever since the Balor was defeated, the Chaos magic sent the well off its alignment. You show up, and now the Laz are... Wait. What? It's you. You're alive. But I saw you die. It was terrible. You were the best assistant I ever had. Who else could have helped me get into Alabastra? We got more than enough Prismere, but you wanted to track down the power source, even if it meant sneaking right onto Gadflow's nose. I spent days trying to recover your body, but I never expected to find you alive, or for you to return. Speaking of which, what? That's impossible. You were attuned at this well. Hughes is a joke. He doesn't have the stomach for this work. But the well is coming down around us. Quick! I've got to slow the energy and shut this thing down. And don't... Oh, damn it, the Laz are here. Hold them off while I try to stop the flow of energy to the well. Careful! The well is very delicate. All my work gone. Damn it all! But at least we're still alive. Once again, I triumph over death itself. Going back into Alabastra. Well, I still have a way in, but it's more dangerous now than the last time we went. I'll need more Prismere if I'm to rebuild the well. And I suppose I owe you something for saving my life. Perhaps this talisman can help you. It's a little something I salvaged from the debris. It might just help against whatever killed you the first time. We got in with a little help, of course. See, in his house, no one can stand before him. None can even approach. Patience, patience. I'm going to have to dig it out of the rubble of the tower. And if you value your life, do not approach Dren. Just go to the field of Huber and wait for me. Get going. And remember, don't go near Dren. Until I get there.
Run!
Did you hear that? Hold on. Someone's coming. Hold on. Someone's coming. Hold on. Someone's coming.
By the gods, it was horrible. He killed them all and nothing. It was Dren. That freak who guards the House of Pride. He told us to leave, but we thought we could beat him. He's just one Fae, and not even a Tuatha, but nothing hurt him. The worst thing was, he seemed sorry to kill us. That's what we thought too, but...
There's got to be a way through here. Damn it! I told them not to try anything until we arrived. This wouldn't be related to Aylin and her... If you or anyone else, I'd try to stop you. This can't end here.
Sometimes one soldier can do what an entire army cannot.
You haven't tried approaching, have you? No. This took a little longer to find than I had hoped, but it should be exactly what you need. Dren had a twin in the Summer Court, Dith the Defender of Valor. They were both entirely immune to each other's power. She faded when the House of Valor fell, but my early experiments with the Well of Souls provided a quite useful little surprise. You see, when trying to draw life energy from the ether, I captured her essence and bound it into this charm. With this, you will be immune to Dren's power. Now, be fair. Fae don't have souls as mortals do. They are a form of magic with a physical form. And I only got a little of it anyway. Just enough for a certain degree of immunity to Dren's power. It only works for one person, but it'll be enough for you to reach him. Trouble is, he'll be immune to your power as well. But I'm sure you can think of something. With the essence of valor, you can withstand Dren's attacks. Stop being such a chuck now. Go show that defender what a little
Turn back or die. Then you shall die like the others before you. I made an oath to protect my house and my homeland. No power short of death can keep me from fulfilling my duties. I know your intentions are to free my people from the Tuatha. You seem an honorable sort. You even bear the blessing of my sister. But I have sworn an oath to defend my house and homeland. If only things could be different. If only the Tuatha were gone and my sister was back. My oath stands. Enough. We could fight each other until the mountains wear away, but that will aid nothing. My sister and I were chosen to protect our kind. So long as our houses stood, the Fae would never pass from this world. I in pride, and she in valor. We never imagined that our houses could crumble beneath our feet. Mortals led to the collapse of my sister's house, but with Gadflo's help, they shall not have mine. He may taint pride with his Prismere and his obscene god, but it will keep us eternal. I cannot yield, but if your true intent is to stop Gadflo, then perhaps there is a way my house and my honor could remain pure. If you would promise to spare the House of Pride, then we could put aside our powers and have an honest battle. Win, and your army may pass. If this is the only way to secure a chance for my house's untainted survival, then so be it. If you should win, then destroy the Tuatha in my house and the hateful witch knight Myrna. Then we can be truly free.
did it! You actually beat him! Guess I owe Ventrinio a drink. A promise is a promise, and the Witch Knights of Pride would be powerful allies to have on our side. I'll send a few soldiers along to help. Meanwhile, I'll get the other troops ready to move into Alabastra once that gate opens. The gate to Alabastra's still closed, and we can't open it without the House of Pride's help. Get that gate open, and the army will be ready to...
With you here, we can't lose.
If you would be so kind as to have a word with us. I have been chosen by the remaining members of our house to speak for all. We were most honored by your intention to free us. Simply carry forth and destroy Witch Knight Myrna, who has so commandeered our house. We are sure you'll have no problem finding her. We eagerly anticipate your success.
Well done, child of dust. You've killed the immortal defender and liberated a house full of arrogant backstabbers. I should thank you for exposing the disloyal amongst my kin. But then, I have so much to thank you for. Your bravado is nothing more than the mewling of an angry kitten. Each Tuatha you kill makes the rest of us stronger. Each one feeds Tirnoch. The goddess of mercy awakens. And with every step you take into my homeland, she comes that much closer to walking our world and purging your kind. So welcome to Alabastra. It shall be the death of you once more.
We have seen our champion bested, our advantage lost, and our minds are cleared. Bravo to you, champion. House of Pride, in our ineffable wisdom, renounces the Tuatha and demands that you accept our immediate surrender. Your army is welcome here. We trust our benevolence will be well remembered should Gadflow be dethroned. We thank you kindly, and our mages have already been assisting your army in their march into Alabastra. We trust you do not object. Most excellently spoken. You have the commanding presence of a young Aegon, who once also bore the pleasure of our august company. Allow us to welcome you to Alabastra. We trust your visit will be eventful.
The House of Pride opened its gates and welcomed us as honorary champions. They say it's simple hospitality. Now is the difficult part. We can hold Cluracan, even push a little into Alabastra, but we don't have the forces to mount a siege on Gadflow. Where armies have been fated to fail, you have the chance to succeed. But you won't be alone. The army will secure a base at the mouth to Alabastra. Meanwhile, the five of us will split up and infiltrate quick and quiet as we can. Meet at the House of Vengeance, on Gadflow's doorstep. From there, we strike at Bale, the heart of his empire. More than you'd think. But I promise I'll explain it all to you. Maybe once Gadflow... I'll see you in Alabastra.
Good to see you here. Ready? I am. But there hasn't been any sign of Aylin's ship. Damn it all! I knew we couldn't trust her! I sent Ventrinio to keep an eye on her. He was sending me messages until recently. We need to get through the House of Vengeance and kill the Cur. We'll go as far as we can. Whatever is happening... Listen, you're more powerful than I ever was. If anyone can stop this, it's you. When you kill the Cur, you go into Bale and stop Gadflow. You stay on guard. once. We're nearly there. Looks like this is it.
My deepest apologies for not being able to join the battle. Ventrinia was something of a hassle. He attacked me. It was only a matter of time before his greed got the better of him. The closer we got to Bale, the more obsessed he became with Tianok, and with harnessing Tianok's power, just like Gadflow did. That's why he had to be stopped, and why we need to talk about our mission. Betrayed you? Never! You forgot the mission when you died. We're running out of time. I'll explain as we go. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
The winter court was still as fallen snow as the jester danced and capered. Juggling knives and torches, he sang
Fighting
to
at
his
your
lords
side,
and ladies,
just like the old
but none
days,
smiled.
before you died.
Not an eyebrow raised as the snivelling jester imitated the king, not even when he took the crown from his head. Because this was the day that Gadflow murdered the winter court. This was the day the Tuatha were born, and our people became a sacrifice for tyranny.
You and I carry on a duty that has been fulfilled for centuries. We keep the world from being consumed by greed, by war, and by Tianok. The ancient beast must stay sealed away at any cost. The world must never realize the terrible power Tianok offers. When Gadflow's army arose, we recognized Tianok's tainted influence. Only a force like her could warp eternal creatures like the Fae. So you came to infiltrate. This is your end. If you couldn't stop Tianok, she would use her pawns to fully escape her prison, and the world would be her new plaything. You had to try, even though the fate we... This is no time to dawdle. When I found you in Dalentarth, when I saw you had come back to life, I wasn't sure how much you remembered. I couldn't be certain you would keep our secrets. I considered killing you then and there. Nothing personal. You would have done the same to me. But then I saw what you had become. I saw the new powers you wielded. And I saw how you... So I helped you continue your mission to stop Tianok. No more delays. This must have been a lot for you to take in at once. But I need you to be clear on who you are and what you need to do. A lot has changed since you were here last. It isn't going to be as easy this time. And last time it killed you. If you only think you're ready, then you're not the same cocky bastard that I used to work with. Just make sure you do the job right this time. You can't count on having a third life. And it'd be a shame to lose the man you've become. Ha! I have more important things to do than love. And so do you. But I do trust you with the fate of my world. It may not set your heart aflutter to hear it, but it'll have to do. Lead on. I'm right behind you. is no time to dawdle. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
You don't understand, do you? The power of Tirok. Yes! Return to your grave! Tirok, lend me your power! Tirok, lend me your power! Lend me your power! Crumble, child of dust! Lend me your power! Crumble, child of dust!
If Gadflow isn't here, then he must be hiding further underground, someplace closer to the source of the Prismere. Definitely. The war's not... Whatever bargain Gadflow made with Tirok, it's about to pay off. When that happens, the world will not be spared her wrath. She's imprisoned deep in the Amethyst, but Gadflow's war has weakened her bonds. There's no time to spare. We're close. This way. I can feel Tirok's eyes upon us.
You've used your power well. So much potential. Let's have a taste, shall we? Gadflow's prayers weakened this prison, but he is not the one who will set you free.
Don't listen. You're the only one who has the power to stop her.
When you first came to me, death was your only fate, but I never this way. And you were so eager to play your role.
Chose this? What does she mean by that?
I gave you freedom, and now you have returned to grant me mine.
Only you have the power to reseal Tirok inside the Amethyst. Once Tirok is pushed back into her... But that leaves one question. Can I trust you to keep Tirok? That is excellent. After all that you've done. If you do escape, I will be watching you. And know this. Go. Stop Tirok from fully entering this world. But remember, My blades will nothing in the world is fated to stop Tirnoch. That's why you're the only this way. There's no turning back now.
Come, Fade Weaver. Bring me your power. Sacrifice yourself and seal the fate of your world.
It's time to choose your fate. Amethin lies beyond. This is where the dragon will breach the veil.
Come forward, mortals. Behold the birth of Tirnoch. Attend your final hour.
My fate does not lie beyond those doors. You alone may change what is to come. Go!
Welcome back, mortal. How does it feel, I wonder, to return to this place? Does the pain of your death still linger? Can you feel it echo through the air? And now, in this place, you shall witness the birth of Tirnoch, the destruction of the Alpha, and the dawn of the endless winter. Here comes Tirnoch the powerful, Tirnoch the merciful. Qualla fella Tirnoch, qualla sera Tirnoch. Tirnoch? Have I done well, lady? Are you pleased? Is it...
I have served your purpose.
But I have so much more to give.
And now, Fateless One, you shall serve yours. Come closer. Give yourself to me. This prison shall be your tomb. You die. This prison shall be your tomb. Impossible!
How could we have known that this would be a new beginning? I wonder now if we should have foreseen this outcome, but who knew then what fate would bring? I would have liked to have delivered this message in person, to see you one final time. That, however, would have been complicated. The order to which I belong had other plans. Were you ever to leave the crystalline fortress? When it comes to you, though, it seems no fate is written in stone. It was only through my assurances that your silence could be counted upon that either one of us still draws breath. I trust you will not make of me a liar. Were stories of what we have seen to begin to surface in the inns and taverns of Amalur, I would be asked to seek you out. And as we both know, the next time you die, there will be no return. But let us not speak of this. Your life is your own. Go now, and see what fate may bring you, or what fate you may bring. Perhaps one day in happier times, you and I will meet again. Until that day, I remain yours, Aelin Share.
Well, well, awake at last. But you're here and the war's all but over. So who are we to complain? I was hoping you could tell us. Sidon and I were fighting a few remaining stragglers when all of a sudden they started this unholy wailing. I guess you must have killed Gadflow, because the Tuatha started screaming and ran away. Wasn't much longer before Aelin showed up carrying you over her shoulder. She left some kind of note for you. But I know better than to read a private message from the likes of her. There are still Tuatha who refuse to surrender, but yes, the war is ended. You should have seen the parade in Rathir. As for what's next, see, a lot of the soldiers asked me for readings after the fighting ended. Try as I might, I can't see a fate for any of us. Good? Perhaps. Freedom is a blessing. And a curse. If fate truly no longer holds sway over us, only time will tell if it is for good or ill. But regardless of what happens, Amalur and its people remain because of you. And no matter where your path leads, never forget, a person is defined by his actions. Who you are is up to you, and you alone. Go, my friend. Enjoy this world and all of its splendors. You've earned it.
Good morning, sir.